nearly over. All too fast. Always goes too fast. Okay. Where did we leave the last stream? We'll go and have a look in a minute when this pops up over on there. Right. Because I forget what age we got to. Hang on. Hit pause. We have our... Is that it? Is that our little tribe? It seems tiny, doesn't it? Okay. Where do we get to at the end of the last one? That's not the button I want. That's the one I want up there. We got to... Oh, we're right up to the end of the Neolithic era. So we've gone through what's classed as the Stone Age, and we're about to discover copper smelting to progress forwards. Oh, no, we're not actually. We're at the start of the Neolithic era. I beg your pardon. So we're going to discover how to go mining underground, domesticate some farm animals, and grow crops. I think this is where we cease to become hunter-gatherers and actually start to become a little bit more civilized. I think that's the idea. How are you doing anyway, folks? CG Panther, hi to you. Ragnus, nice to see you. Don't often catch you on the stream because of the time difference, I know. Oh, how did your finals go? Your last exam, I think, that you were talking about the other day. Right, let's have a little look and just remind ourselves where we are. We're still very much hunter-gatherers, as you can see from drying meat out in the village. We have got a thing to pound flour. Grain into flour. We have a little bit of grain, a little bit of flour. But we're currently living mostly off fish and meat and gathered vegetables and nuts and stuff like that. Which is pretty much as it should be in this era. And we need to discover... actually we can grow a few cereals now, okay. That's what I was doing at the end of the last stream. I remember now, I was planning out some space to grow some stuff. And I think this lovely looking forest right here is a prime candidate. What's that? Oh, a fella dragging a sled. Oh, hi, Salty Jedi. Ragnus, when you say about the exam you passed away, I'm assuming you mean you passed with flying colours and you were fine and it was easy. Because in the UK, when we say somebody passed away, we mean they died usually. And I'm guessing you're still alive by the fact that you're talking to me now. I'm guessing that's the case. I hope that's the case anyway. Right, so let's just have a think. Let's just find, because we also need to think about how we're going to defend this place. Because in the coming eras that we get into, we will get attacked by raiders. We can build fortifications and gates. They don't work very well trying to build across the top of a mountain. So I need to decide where I'm going to build all this stuff and leave room for planting crops. This is a prime candidate for mass clearance. And then we have a wall across there and a wall down the back of here. And that should cut things out. And the river's like a natural defense anyway. Perhaps. We'll see. A little piggy over there. A little wild boar. We're going to be able to tame some of those things soon. Anyway, Mr. Salty Jedi, how are you this fine weekend? What are we in? We are in spring. If I was going to grow some crops, now would be the time. Could put a little field down. I feel like we need to get this stuff. I think we need to get space cleared. Could just do a mass clearance of the wood. We're going to need that wood to build some walls with, so I can kind of accept that. There's also space over here which we can expand into. And we've got woods over here too. So it's not like we're short of woods for tree chopping and tanning for leather making and stuff. Oh, I don't know. One English language and then there are mistakes. I think all languages are equally valid. Just different and developed under their own ways. And all add something. Like, if we're to be honest, up here in the northeast, where we speak different dialects of Yorkshire and Geordie and all sorts of things. None of that really qualifies as true English. But it is no less valid. We've got some nice stick gathering areas in the back. I'm hit with analysis paralysis. Those houses are in the wrong place, because if I'm going to build a wall, it's going to be a wall along here. They're a bit close. That's a good crop area, but we can shift them. We can redeploy that. We're going to be able to upgrade these things soon in this as well. Just leaving the game on a slow time at the moment, so it's not ticking over too fast while I figure out what I'm going to do. I think we've got some nice food production in here too. It's going to have to go though. It is going to have to go. But right now, we've got some people stood around doing nothing. Look, that's no good. Sitting by the campfire. Who do they think they are? Let's get a little hunting party out. Go and find something to skewer for tea. Hey Mart, how are you doing? First time on the stream since January this year? Oh, Happy New Year to you too. Nice to see you. Thanks for being able to catch us. Let's go and kill some pigs. We'll start with them, and then we'll send the hunting party just on a mass killing spree of everything we can. Actually, there's not a whole lot around in this direction. Well, what have we got? We've got 41 people. That'll do. Let's speed things up. Here they go. How many have we actually got going? I know there's some... Oh, that's something I meant to mention on the stream tonight. A little tip that a few of you guys have given me over on the YouTube videos, when I've been putting this series up there, is that if we select... Look at that. The guy at the front doesn't wait for the rest to come and he spooks them all. How typical is that? What a numpty. Let's go and get another one. If you select a load of characters, like that, and then press H, it's supposed to form a hunting party. Only I found it doesn't quite work like that on mine, so maybe I'm doing something a bit wrong. We'll have a practice later. Look at them chasing this pig. They finally got it. Well done, lads. There's only 2 there. Where's the rest? Pause. Someone else can go and butcher that. We're going to need a lot of pigs if we're going to feed the family this winter. I'm really short on animals, actually. I mean, there will be more reappear as the herds sort of migrate in and out of this place. You love these kind of games? They are very calming. Oh, there's a mammoth there. Actually, how far is that down the river? It's not too far. There's a bear. We can eat bear, but actually there's a lot of bears. Everything looks dangerous. Let's go and hunt that mammoth calf. They do grow up, but I mean, our need is greater than theirs just at the moment. We're going to eat it. Yeah, this game is particularly good. It's nice and chilled out. It's nice and relaxing. So we've got plenty of fish. I think we're going to be okay for fish. I need to look at those work zones. I need to modify those. Another tip some of you guys have given me. We'll take a look at those in a minute. Now, where's this little gang of hunters? Here they come. They have actually grouped up for this. Oh, they can. They'll go after this bear. Killing bears is not particularly good for food, but it does get plenty of furs and things. Here we go. Well, hey. Oh, we surprised him. One down. Bear down. Hang on, there should be another one in there somewhere, is there? The other one's eating the one I've just killed. Go get him. He's ours. Cheeky bear. I think we can actually... Yeah, we can run down a bear. Which I don't think is terribly realistic, actually. Pretty sure those guys can move quite fast. Let's go and get this one. It's so hard to see with all these trees. It's good cover. Yeah, the bear's not really a threat at all. So what I'm doing, this looks like I'm being very wasteful. I'm not. When I go and kill something, I use the gang of hunters because they can take it down quickly. And if something's dangerous or runs off, you want to be able to take them down fast. And then, you can see, like, that bear's now got the butchering symbol over it. It means that it's ordered to butcher the carcass. And someone else will come along from the village and chop it up and take it back. So nothing's going to waste. But I can control these 4 guys. I mean, we can send kids to do this job. And the village will do that automatically. Oh, now that is something to eat. We've got some wild aurochs over there. Wild cattle. You got Surviving Mars? Thinking that would be calming? I didn't play that one, although I very nearly bought it in the Steam sale over Christmas. Because I thought, well, you know what, it looks pretty good. Oh, here we go. Hang on, here we go. We've got a raider attack coming in. Where are they coming? Straight over right over the river. Okay. Now this is serious stuff now. We've got no gates, so let's hit the alarm. This is quite a cool feature. You hit the alarm, all the adults run back to base and grab whatever weapons you've got and gather, ready to repel the attack. Anyone who can't fight goes and hides in a house like these people here. But let's just... I mean, they're going to be coming on over that river. They're going to have to swim the river. Let's send our guys out to get them. Yeah, this is something I just found out about the game. I didn't realise that that was a feature of it, but it's really cool. Those idiots are stuck in the river. Chuck some spears. Do I not have bows and arrows? Oh, I did. Okay. What'll happen there, that's kind of weird, but what'll happen is as soon as that guy gets out the river, he'll die. Is that another one? There's a third raider. No, he's dead. No, we're not finished yet, folks. We've got another one. Oh, and while you're there, you might as well butcher those pigs as well. Right, I'm on pause. Here they come. Down the riverbank. Hang on, I'm hoping that my strength of numbers... He's got a sling. Slings are quite good, but no match for someone with that many spears, I think. Cool. Let's go and get the pig as well. Put that back on there. Wait a minute. No, someone's just picked up that enemy spear, so that's cool. And look, they're having a little cheer. A little victory dance. Come on, you lot. Go and get the pig. There's good eating on them things, you know. No one survived Mars and it wasn't very calming. Okay. 600 people in it. Suddenly a meteorite destroyed a dome and repairs costed you everything and you ran out of food. Oh dear. Good try though. Good try. That's the thing with these like survival type games and colony management. Oh, they're still cheering. It can all be going really nice and easy. Well, not easy, but really nice. And all of a sudden, one little thing totally throws you out. And I'm sure we'll have something like this on this playthrough as well. Any more animals? There's no more animals. So that's that. Nothing nearby. I'm not going to kill the little pigs. We will focus now. Let's get that off. We should be on... Oh. General. That's what we want. Cool. We're back. So that was our first introduction to raiders, I think. Let's speed this up. So I should have various things out and about. Now, hang on. There's some more stuff I've learned. Some more very important stuff that I've learned. We can set some of these things to auto-produce. So like knives and sickles and weapons and stuff like that. How much flint do we have? Plenty of flint. Quite a few logs. Where's our sticks? Oh, 105 sticks. So that's good. So we want this clothing. Instead of having to manually do it, we're going to put that and that to auto-produce. And in here, we can assign how much we want. So this percentage-wise is the percentage of the population. So if I want everyone to have a warm winter coat, set it to 100%, and the same with that. I think we'll go with that for now. We'll get some better clothing options once we get animals domesticated. You save only when you're logging off for the day. I used to do that. In fact, I still do on some games. And then I regret it. But then, you know, it's part of the challenge. So that'll do. We're going to make sure we've got 100% of the population with winter coats and summer leather thongs and bras and whatever else these people wear. We also need flint knives to be at 100%. Everyone needs a knife for work. And the other things I think I'll manually control them. Bone. Where's bone? 27 bone. Bone spears are still pretty effective in this age, but bows are the best. Now then, we also need... Do I have a leather worker? I do. We might need another one of those. This is going to be on to... That's high priority. I know why it is. It's because I've made loads of these. When you get a skin, a raw skin off an animal, you've got the option to dry it out. I mean, these are drying far too many. Far too many, and the leather worker's not getting any. So what we'll do is we'll try and set a production to not infinite. No, not infinite. We'll set that to 100% because they are useful for a few things. The leather worker, and we're going to build another one. We shouldn't build them there. I guess we can move them easy enough. But they're pretty good for going in like awkward places where you can't fit a house. So let's just do that. We'll fit Tanner. Okay, I'm getting right down here by the river somewhere, I think. We'll do 2 tanners. We're going to mark that one for being recycled. Get it out the way. We're going to try and keep the place tidy up, knowing now that we've got to build walls around the spot as well. I do work with computers, yes, unfortunately. Let's speed this up a bit. So springtime, this is the time to be fishing and other things. Gathering food. Although, yeah, when we start growing crops, we're going to have to really worry about that. No, I'm not going to CES. That's a consumer electronics show, right? No, I'd never bother going to those things because the crowds and the queues and everything else are huge. I'm not that bothered, and I'll find out all about it in the news and on the web as it happens anyway, if anything interesting happens. So I figure there's not a huge amount of point in going to them. An awful lot of hype around them. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Sledge full of meat and skins from those bears we were hunting. I'm going to have to rely, I think, on vegetables and stuff to get through the winter. This might be a bit tight, actually. This might be a bit tight. What we're going to do is we're going to set a work area for tree felling. We're going to make a small one. Let's do that to start with. Let's get all those trees knocked down there. I can't see it. There it is. So we want up to 2 people. And we want to do the whole lot. Well, let's put up to 3. Let's go to infinite. Take them all down, please. We're going to clear this area out. And the other thing I needed to look at was my fishing zone. Someone else gave me this little tip. The way I'd set a fishing zone up. You can see it covers these 3 fishing zones on the river. It also covers the opposite bank. So it's possible that people will be swimming across to the other side and fishing from there and wasting valuable time. So I'm going to try... Right, let's just move it a bit. Make it smaller. We don't want the other bank, but it wants to cover both those zones like that. So we take that down to 1 person fishing 2 zones. This is how we're going to do it, I think. What's that guy? That guy's harvesting fruit. That's fine, because there is some stuff on the other bank. That's those 2. We want another fishing zone here. We've got those 2 being taken up. That one, shrink that down a bit. So I don't know if this will actually work, but that was the theory behind it, and it makes sense to me, so let's go and do that. 1 person. Yeah, we're going to try and get 100% of the population with a fisher piece. That's going to be some doing. You planning to build a new PC? Your first custom build? Oh, good luck with that. Announcements of 3rd generation should reduce the price of previous generation. That's what everyone hoped when the latest Nvidia cards came out, the 2080s and stuff. And but I think just the global shortage of those has just meant that there's still no great prices to be found on such things. Unfortunately, someone's swimming the river there, carrying... I like the corpses of the raiders, by the way, in the bottom of the river. Carrying meat and whatever else is coming out of that. So we're going to get all these trees felled. That's the idea. We're going to get more fishing done. That's those 2. I've got someone fishing this bit here or not? That's gathering water. I don't think I've got anyone fishing in any of these, actually. Oh, I've got one on the opposite bank, which is pointless. Traders arrived. Excellent. Let's see what the traders brought. Do I want... Now you can use this to actually get research done, but it's hellish expensive. I think out of that, we might trade for the flour and the grain. So we've got something to eat over winter and sell some rubbish. Let's do that. Let's get the food in. I'm not sure. I can't remember how we were playing last stream. I can't remember if we were getting short on food or not, but we're not going to take chances. It's trade value of 15, so we can quickly... We're going to get rid of these knives. These old ones. So we've got the newer flint knife, which are better. We'll make 7 up from there. Where can we Where can we go with that? What can we trade? Bone harpoons are worth a lot. I don't need 23 of them. Boom. And we'll add on a couple of straw when we get to keep livestock. Is that going to work? That's going to work. We'll go with that. You're going for a Ryzen 7 2700X. Nice choice. That's what I'm using. RX 580, X470 motherboard, 16 gig of DDR4 3200. That sounds like quite a nice little setup you've got there. Quite a nice setup. I don't have any experience on the Radeon RX 580. Only that there are a couple of versions of that, and you'll probably be all right. But there is a China-only version of it. So I don't know where you're going to get it from, or whether you're going to go through an importer, or maybe you live in China. I don't know, actually. But that version has something like I don't know. Some of the pipelines are restricted or something on that. I can't remember. I read an article on it. I thought, well, I'm highly unlikely to come across one from China, but you guys might be. So just watch out for that. Audio stuff, just use the built-in audio. Just use built-in audio on a motherboard. It's easily good enough for most stuff. And if you want some real good audio gear, use outboard USB type audio. But the days of buying internal additional sound cards are long. Oh, it's a trader going. I wonder what the hell. I thought, who the hell's taking a sledge load of stuff over there? So I think we're going to be fine for food and stuff. I'm trying to see where I can build walls. Walls don't like being built across these, and yet people can actually march across these mountains, I have discovered. So, yeah, I can see a wall going across there. Maybe encompassing. Farmland's probably better outside the walls, to be quite honest. Hi, Jaffo. How are you today? Oh, and Morel as well. Hi, folks. Welcome to the stream. So we've got some chilled out work going on here whilst I plan my city out. We really do need to cram as much stuff as we possibly can into the space. Oh, hang on. We've got a crap load of knowledge points to spend. I missed all them. Hey, Morel, thank you very much for the bits. Let's see. What do we want first? I think we want thatching, because then we can upgrade all our huts and stuff. Pulse domestication. We can grow peas and things. We can start getting animals. Stilts we can build bridges on. That's for unlocking religious, great big, massive ceremonial stone circles and stuff, which are quite cool. We're going to go with thatching. We're going to upgrade the huts. We've still got another 6 points. We're very near to get the next one as well. How's our wood piles? We're okay at the moment. They will start to fill up. We'll build another couple more because I'm going to fell all this. That is going to be a big undertaking. So we want the wood pile. There we go. This reminds you of Banished. Yeah, Nezadam. I think it's very, very similar to that. I have no idea if the developers of, if it's the same team or even the same studio. I don't know. I don't think it is, but I might be wrong on that. But it's a very similar sort of idea. Very similar indeed. We want those to be higher priority because leather, certainly coming up, is going to be pretty damn important. As you can see there. Is it making enough? Well, we'll see. Food, we've got a bit of meat, we've got vegetables, we've got fish. Thought I had more grain than that. I suppose we're making bread for the winter. I can still go out and hunt in winter. It's a good point, actually. Have any animals wandered any closer? There's just a pig opposite. We'll go and get the pig. Pigs are good. You three. Someone sat down? Sat down on my shift? I don't think so. Go and get that pig. Now, I was also in the middle of setting up a fishing zone here, wasn't I? That one covers that and that. So let's set up another one here. Fish. Is there not one? I thought there'd be a fish zone in there. Oh, well, perhaps not. So let's just shrink that. Whoops. Put it right on there. That covers those two. Have I put that right on top of the water one? Oh, silly boy. Let's just move that a bit so we can see. There we go. That's better. Get someone fishing constantly. You hunted deer in this game to prevent it from laying eggs in your village. That's like, what? A deer laying eggs? Was that something weird going on in beta? Yeah, I'm looking forward to domesticating the stock as well. Yeah, domesticated pigs that you could ride into battle. That would look fantastic. Not sure that the game will let us do that. What would look even better? Could you imagine domesticating a mammoth or a woolly rhino and using them? Now that would be fun. Okay, I'm going to have to speed this up. People are felling the trees. What I'd like to do is get... oh, we've got 2 new humans have joined the settlement. We're a bit over capacity. Oh, hang on. Does that mean, actually, can I upgrade? Yes, I can. We need mud. God damn, we need mud. Right. Let's go get some mud. So now we can gather mud from the village. From the river. Right, everywhere I've got a fishing one, I'm going to put a mud one as well. And we're going to need on stock. We're going to need plenty of stocks on this. Set that to 100% of the population. Because we've got a lot of huts to upgrade. How much mud is in there? It says 100%. That's not useful. And here, we're going to let some... Yeah, we're going to fish and take water and mud all from the same place. That's going to be lovely clean water that comes out of there. Full of fish guts and stirred up silt. It's going to be crunchy and well flavoured. I keep forgetting it's not escape to come out of those. Using the iPhone to type. Did I say eggs? You did indeed. I wondered what that was all about. I thought it was maybe some crazy thing that they'd done in beta, the early beta phase, where things weren't working properly. I haven't come across anything that doesn't quite work right in this, so this must be, well, unless they want to just tweak a few numbers and a few values, I'd say it's got to be fairly close to being the finished product. The one thing I have seen that looks a little bit quirky, and you might see it tonight, if we get that far, is that raiders can attack your watchtowers and walls with spears and bows and knock them down a bit too easily. That's the only thing that I've really found, but perhaps upgrading to stone walls and towers might fix that. I don't know, I didn't get that far, so... I know, Ragnus, I have to make the Discord server. It's just been a busy few months, but it's definitely on the list of stuff to do. As is setting this up, which I've had since Black Friday, the Elgato Stream Deck. And I'm dying to get that in use, because I have so many little cool ideas we can use for that. Still sat on my desk, not in use. Just need a little bit more time. Hey, Aimless, how's it going? Saw you upload the other stream on YouTube. I was really happy you can catch the stream. Oh, right, cool. Oh, nice to see you over here. Yeah, there's a lot of people looking forward to this, apparently. I really like it. I have played a little bit off stream, not in this playthrough, on a separate one that I'm working on for a review of the game, to test it out. And I haven't seen anything that I don't like about it so far. And it all makes me want to just play more. And see what there's other game modes as well. Let's see, we're come towards the end of summer. We've got 2 people stood around doing nothing again. They haven't learnt. There's nothing really to go and hunt. Nothing that I can... Nothing worthwhile. There's no big herds of animals. What happened to those... Oh, we've got some people over here. Why are people over here? Obtain flint from all the way over here. Really? Is that my closest flint supply? It can't be. That's like a... Have you seen the walk? I'm going to have to find a better flint supply than that. That's a job. That is a job. Right, anyway. But meanwhile, we're going to fell all the trees. We're going to start growing crops come next spring. And with crops mean we can start domesticating animals and feed them over the winter. So this is just a huge mass felling exercise, unfortunately. And we're going to tidy this village up and use every available bit of space that we can. Because we're going to need it.